now tuned in to Rolling with Rock podcast.
Mila on the track. Vibe check, baby.
Yellow Pages on the track.
Shout out Yellow Pages.
Is this thing even on?
Shout out Makai. Yeah, baby. We on.
Yellow
We about to
Pages.
scoop. Yeah. Hottest new podcast on the airwaves. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. Welcome to Rolling with Rock podcast, yes, y'all. Welcome to the show, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy the show. I really do. Yes, sir. I'm finna enjoy it. Show is. Yeah, indeed. Let go. Yes, sir.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the next episode of Rolling with Rock podcast. It's me, your boy Rock, and today I had to bring back my other special guest, my confidant, my mentor, my dog on the road. Hey, man, you held it down for me while I was out there in Saudi Arabia, man. Y'all say what's up to my boy May. What's up, dog?
And the intro, the last intro was on point. We can't put it in here. It'd be like we splicing different pieces of videos together.
Nah, man, it's all good, man. Hey, but I wanted to say, man, I know a lot of people don't necessarily know yet because I haven't said anything, but of course you know this. But man, I'm back in the U.S. You know, a lot of people are kind of thrown off. A lot of people. Are
let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all about how impatient Rock is. He's like 40 minutes from me. He's like 40 minutes from me. It couldn't wait for me to just get down there. But we're doing a podcast on here.
Here we are. Hey,
I still ain't seen you yet.
Well, honestly, bro, timing. I have to time a lot of stuff. As you know, coming back from overseas is one of those things where you got to get adjusted and well acquainted, and getting back over here and getting my housing situation together, kids and all that situated, and that's almost somewhat sort of why it took me so long to drop an episode.
100%.
A lot of people been asking. It was like, yo, man, I noticed that you back at home now, and I'm like, yeah, and I didn't want to tell nobody on the show because I kind of wanted it to be a surprise for the girls. My daughters, I surprised them for Christmas. I just popped up and was just like, surprise, daddy's home. Not just for Christmas, but home for good. So for everybody out there listening who is wondering, yes, I am currently home for good. Saudi Arabia was lit. It was a dope experience. It was fun. My contract didn't last as long as I wanted it to, but that's just how the contracting world worked. But I made my appearance back, man, and I brought some new equipment back with me,
Yeah, the contracts and stuff, and they took you for a loop, bro. And then you got back. It was like super spontaneous. Like I'm definitely like one of a handful of people that knew.
Yeah.
And then holidays, getting back, settling in. You still not settled. I know you're still not settled.
Not yet. I'm still doing some work, man. Trying to figure out, the ins and outs of where I'm gonna be, where I'm gonna try to stay. Because like I said, bro, I didn't know I was gonna be coming home this soon. Kind of just popped up on me, but it's all good. I know how to adjust. I know how to make sure, like, my ducks are in a barrel, so to speak, or is it monkeys in a barrel? Ducks
I don't
in a
know.
pond, something like that.
I ain't read Abraham Lincoln.
Hey, but like, how was your holiday, man? How was Christmas?
It's all right. I went home, see some family. It's always weird. Like you sort of, especially like the military people like when you go home, you sort of have this expectation that like everybody's going to be off, like not working and just spend time with you. And then during the day, I'm just kind of, it's not, I didn't go to California, it's not like I just go and walk down the beach, go and, get some gelato, try, check out some tattoo shops. It wasn't, I'm in the woods for the day. And then nighttime, I get to see family and stuff, but it was all right. Then I came back.
Where were you at? Where's home?
Georgia, almost Alabama.
Georgia.
It's about 45 minutes south of Atlanta.
Okay. On
the west side.
Well,
fun fact: I went to high school with KCP from the Lakers. Well, he just left the Lakers.
Caldwell Pope, or whatever his name.
Yeah, I went to high school with him. Yeah.
Didn't he just get to fighting with a teammate like yesterday?
I don't know nothing about it.
Was that not what I just seen? Look, I just saw something. Is he on the Wizards?
Yeah, he's on the Wizards.
he just got into a fight with his teammate yesterday, and it's funny that you say that because I was like, dang, I just read something about old dude yesterday. So
Yeah,
that's how y'all doing it down there in Georgia, huh?
headline it. Well, I mean, Greenville. I'm from Greenville, and I think I graduated with like 70 people. It ain't a lot of people out
That's
there.
it.
That Pope family is probably one of
Yeah.
the biggest families out there. They got a long lineage. I'm by myself.
That's pretty dope though. Nah, man, you gonna make a name for yourself, man. They gonna be like, May. Oh shit, I know him. He been flying all over the world. Ain't he that famous?
King
dude?
May.
Hey, so yeah, Christmas for me was pretty dope, man. Like I said, I got to surprise the kids. I got to come see some family, some friends, just kind of get back onto the States, get back on the homeland, kiss the ground one time. The transition getting out of Saudi was ass though, man. I thought it was going to be an easy transition getting out of there and going from, flight. I think I had 3 flights before I actually landed in the U.S. And the first flight was like 3-hour layover. So that layover made me late to my next flight, but I was able to make it. But we couldn't leave the runway because they said something like the refrigeration on the airplane was messed up. So they got to do some maintenance on it. It took another 45 minutes on that. After they finally got us to take off, because we were so late, we landed after I left Germany. We landed in Chicago and had to stay on the runway for about another hour, bro. We got there so late. Our parking spot when we land and we go park, it was already had another flight in there because we were an hour, 2 hours late showing up. So we sat on the runway 45 minutes just to find out. Once they did give us a gate, the gate they sent us to broke down. The little ramp, it hooks up to the aircraft. That
What
shit
country
broke
is
down.
this?
So that's leaving Germany coming into Chicago. That was a 9.5-hour flight. So we
You
tired.
messing
We've
up.
been on this flight.
You messing up,
Man, we've
Germany.
been on this flight too damn long. Finally get into Chicago. You got to go through customs and all that. Well, that was 2.5 hours. Well, because that was so long, I missed my next flight. So here I am trying to surprise my kids, and I didn't even tell, the baby mama. I ain't tell Andrea. I ain't tell nobody. I think my mom, my brother knew. That was probably the only people who knew I was coming because I was surprising folks. But I can't surprise people when my flights is getting canceled and kids is calling me because they talk to me every day, and I can't get a hold to nobody. I can't talk to nobody because I don't want them to know where I'm at.
Yeah.
Finally got out of Chicago. I managed to squeeze out literally the last flight out of Chicago that day, and I got home at like 11 o'clock, almost 12 o'clock in the morning. 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock in the morning. So the surprise was a little. It was pushed to the right a little bit because I'm sitting here trying to show up that day. I had to wait till that next morning. So my anticipation was on 1,000, but my kids didn't have a clue. So what I ended up doing was I went and woke them up that next morning. But it turned out to be pretty good, man. Christmas was dope. Like I said, it was a lot of love. It was a lot of. I got some new equipment. I got me a new camera. I got me some new lights. I got me some new fun stuff. That, you know what I'm saying? We got the mix board now. So I'm doing big things, man. I'm doing big things.
You got all that for Christmas?
Yeah, I got it for myself. It was about time I show some love, man. I have a lot of fun, with myself and, traveling and going and do all this other stuff. But I'm trying to make it to where I put a little bit more time, effort, and money into the show. As you know, and I don't think we've told anybody this yet, but me and you, the last time we spoke on the show, we mentioned that we were going to start doing merchandise.
Yeah.
Well, it's here, baby.
Let me throw this on.
You got it?
Don't look at my shag over here.
Oh man, you good. So ladies and gentlemen, check this out. We officially have the Rolling with Rock podcast hats in. May gonna sample that for us right now. See what I'm trying to work out, bro? I'm trying to work out a way for people to actually like get on there and make purchases. Like, so
we got boxes. We got boxes.
Dick, baby. So look, if y'all are interested in buying a Rolling with Rock hat, they're available now. Contact me. I think I'm not going to say I think. My next step is going to be to actually put the hat onto the Rolling with Rock page and allow people to contact me via message and purchase the hat so I can get it out to y'all. But
damn, that looks good. Dang.
Bro, I like the hat. Here, lean down. Let me see that thing. We got the Rolling with Rock patch on the front.
It's heat transferred.
Okay. So what's that mean? Talk to me.
They put it in a machine, and then they chemical shit and
Just heat.
It's
press?
different than it's like heat pressed,
Okay.
but it's like a solid on a canvas and then heated and transferred to that. It's different than sublimation, but it's cost effective. It's good.
Okay. So this one ain't
And
the stitched hats. This ain't the embroidery.
no, this ain't the embroidery. Yeah,
Okay. And that's
we're
still an
working on
option.
that.
Yeah, that's still an option. We're gonna get there.
Yeah,
You know, baby steps. And like I said, we
100%.
kept bringing up that we were gonna have merchandise ready. We kept bringing up that we were gonna get on top of it, and we made it happen. You know, and I appreciate you for being here on the soil, American soil, for me, since I wasn't able to receive mail, hats, and all this other stuff. And now that I'm back home, it'll be a lot easier.
I just opened the door and the box was sitting there.
Right there waiting on you. Well, we got it here now, man. What else?
No,
came
what we
with
got to
it?
do? What we got to do is we got to get this hat on a bull, and we gonna get the bull on ridiculousness,
That's what we waiting on.
and then that's marketing. Boom, bada boom.
Hey, man, we're gonna have to start modeling the hats, man. I'm gonna let you be the hat model, because I ain't trying to scare these folks off, scare these people away, man. From my ugly mug on this hat. It's already got a picture of me on the hat, so. I'm over
Yeah,
here.
we definitely have some room for creative endeavors. You know, I was talking to you about like making hats.
Yeah.
I got a sewing machine. I'm trying to make a blanket or something.
So
But,
if push come to shove, man, and we start to request embroidered hats. Oh Lord, hold on a second. If we start to request embroidered hats, is that something you'd be down to try with your machine? You gonna try to like knock out a few embroidered hats for the folks if they down for that?
So I don't have an embroidery machine, but I do have access to an embroidery machine.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes. If you guys get requests, buy these hats first. Buy these
Yeah.
hats,
Yeah, for sure.
and then we can start talking about making different things. But we got to get these on the website. We got to take pictures of these.
Now the
It's happening.
website, that's gonna be the next step, because I noticed that it'll be an easier way for people to make those purchases by going to a website. But until then, I was just thinking about having them, reach out on the page, either on Facebook
Yeah.
or Instagram, whichever one is more, convenient for them. So that way they can get those purchases. Now, what I planned on doing, I'm not sure if they put this in the box or not, but did the hats come with stickers?
Yep.
All right. So the plan was
Hat came with stickers.
for every hat purchase, you was gonna get a free Rolling with Rock sticker, and those stickers can go anywhere. Y'all have seen the stickers before. I got them all over the page. I got them on my laptop, bag, backpack, house. One on Makai's forehead.
Mhm.
I got stickers all over the place. So for every hat purchase, I'm definitely gonna be throwing a free sticker in there too. And depending
And a
on how
gun.
well, absolutely, that's a free gun show for everybody. Yeah. Can I get a gun too? Shit, I ain't even get one of them yet.
I still got to give you the hat. You got to get the hat first.
Got to get the hat first. So y'all
I still got
definitely
these boxes of hats over here.
Nah, we're gonna make that work, man. But yeah, man. So 2021 has come to an end, and can you hear an echo on my end?
You sound like Young Thug.
For real?
You get that the aliens audio filter on or something.
What about now?
You sound regular.
All right, cool. I like to be regular. That was weird. I don't know what happened. I think I hit a button, bro. I just got this little thing, man, and it's a mixer. And
I think it's dope.
well, what it allows me, what it allowed me to do, but I
Yeah.
think I accidentally hit a button with my elbow talking to you, so now I'm back to normal, y'all. Sorry about that alien voice, but I was saying, like, yeah, 2021 came to an end, bro. And if we could, man, let's give them a little 2021 recap. Let's see. Rolling with Rock started 2021 in March, so I hit my 1 year coming up in March. But the first year of Rolling with Rock podcast was a success. I did my analytics, man, and it looks like that we were streaming in over 16 countries. Of course, the U.S. was the number one country.
Number one, baby.
Number one, baby. And we were streaming quite a bit. You know, we did well on YouTube. We were doing very good on Spotify and Anchor. Dang, it picked up everything. We're doing real good on Spotify, Spotify and Anchor. But I wanted to let the people know that the support and the love that they showed to the show is greatly appreciated. And because of them, we were able to continue and continue and continue and go and continue to grow. And that's why I wanted to start off this year with an episode bringing you in, bro. Um, just so we can, keep those familiar faces around. Got a lot of good feedback about our last show, so I wanted to definitely give a hats off to you for helping me get this shit going and getting the show rolling.
Y'all like me.
Y'all like me.
Y'all like me.
Hey man, it's all love. We got 100%. We got a lot of stuff planned for this year. I think it's about time for me to take it up a level now. I feel like during the first half of Rolling with Rock podcast season 1, I feel like I did a whole lot of explaining myself to people, letting people kind of get to know me, get to know who I am, my friends, my people, what we want to talk about and stuff like that. But now that we've made it that far, I think now we can start diving into deeper and more like controversial almost conversations that people don't want to have, because in reality, those are the conversations me, you, and other people have anyway,
Yeah.
One of my favorite things to do is to talk about stuff that a lot of people ain't comfortable talking about. But I did have to get the audience a little version of me first. So for this next year, this next season, season 2, volume 2, we're going to try to dive into that more, man. Get more interaction and get more in depth with a lot of these conversations, bro. You feel me?
Yeah, 100%.
You got any?
There's so many talents in Nashville. It takes like a very minute amount of marketing this thing, people sharing and giving some quality guests on. That's definitely a must.
Yeah.
But Nashville is huge. Nashville's huge right now.
Have you seen how far Nashville's grown as far as like economically?
Yeah. Yeah. They get a lot of things going on.
Well, as far as us, the people who are born and raised here, one thing I'm noticing is that it's almost impossible, bro, to try to find somewhere to rent or buy in the city of Nashville, only because of how expensive it is, man. And like, I know you into real estate, you handle and you do a majority of your work up in Clarksville or in that area. I'm not going to just limit you to Clarksville, but just based off what you know, man, like, what's happening? What's going on in Nashville? Like, why is it so outrageous?
Nashville's just been huge for years now. Like they've been on like top 10 Bachelorette, what is it? Spots, visit spots, Bachelorette spots. All the country music, huge for country music. So
you said top 10?
I want to say like top 10 in the country. Yeah,
bro, they were number 1.
Definitely number 1 at some point. But I looked it up like just a few days ago, and allegedly Vegas is number 1.
Okay, well, in 2019 is when I looked. That's when I saw Nashville. They were crazy for a minute. Okay, cool. So they still up there.
Yeah. People just move around. Popular places become not so popular places. People find other places to go. But the party buses are huge over there. Broadway's expanding. Country music scene. It seems like every other day I'm following a new country music artist that's moving to Nashville.
Bro, they starting to kick all the people who were born and raised down there out though, man. Like everybody can't even afford to live in the city no more. They want you to make 3 times the rent when rent is almost $2,400-$2,500. Like I don't know who they think we are or what we do for a living, but I mean, shit. How are we supposed to be able to afford to live in our own city? Now, I know people coming from LA, people coming from Vegas, people coming from different states to move down here, and they got that kind of money. Because in LA, I mean, you need to make a minimum of $1 million just to get a 1-bedroom apartment, I'm sure. So they turning that into that.
I think a big part of it is just like how the U.S. has handled the whole COVID situation, and not just the government either. Like our citizens. I wanted to ask you, how the travel situation was, and how involved it was with COVID. But I don't want to turn this into a COVID conversation because I'm so sick of hearing it just dominates every conversation. I'm so sick of. But yeah, COVID would definitely affect transportation.
No, I can understand that. And as far as work and stuff, I feel like not as many people are as affected, because now COVID's 2 years old. You know,
Yeah,
COVID's in its terrible twos now. COVID got cousins and little sisters and brothers now. We got other variants and
but the way that the government handled
yeah,
and fed off of the U.S. citizens drove people away from the vacation spots, the places close to the beach, the
yeah,
places you would go to where people pay the cost of living because it benefits.
yeah,
Those governors ruined those places. So now you have a bunch of people populating places that are, a little less liberal and,
and more conservative.
sadly colder.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be here. I'd be next to the beach if it was my choice.
Well, and I wonder what drags them here, because a lot of people that come here, they're not just coming here for the experience of that honky tonk downtown environment. A lot of people like
Yeah.
what's bringing them here? Is it because to
Well,
them this is affordable?
yeah, it's definitely economy. That our dollar, they got a different dollar there. Their dollar will last them less time than it will here. That's a big part of it.
And they're buying properties up. We're seeing tall and skinnies. We're seeing we're seeing these $350,000 houses.
Yeah,
A lot of these $300,000 houses are houses that aren't even worth $400,000. They may be worth 185, 200,000, but they're selling
yeah,
those way higher in the city of Nashville and even somewhat on the outskirts, and it's making it extremely hard for uh, the people who are from here. Like I just got back, so as I told you, I'm acclimating and I'm trying to adjust, but shit,
housing prices have pretty much doubled
for
since
sure.
the beginning of COVID. The bigger house you get, the less you have a diminishing rate of return on the square footage.
Yeah,
So like the bigger house you get, you could pay a premium just to buy a house. Which could be like 200,000, and it the square footage could be 1,100, 1,200 square foot house. But in that two-year time that COVID happened, you may have had like 3,000 square foot house that only appreciated 100,000. That's
shit,
not quite 2x,
no.
but it pretty much doubled over the time of COVID.
Well, with this being the very beginning of 2022, shout out to 2022, by the way. Happy New Year's to everybody out there listening.
Hello, sir.
For sure. With this being what we are having to deal with now in 2022, what would you recommend, or what would what would you say for the people out there who looking to buy this year, or looking to rent this year, or looking to sell this year? Is this it? Is this the
Look,
year?
look,
Is the
looking to buy a house.
buy, sell, rent? Because I mean, a lot of people right now, bro, they're a little nervous. I'm a little nervous. I keep hearing about, let the market crash, let the market crash, and I'm pretty sure everybody wants the market to crash so we could dive in and get property at a cheaper rate than what this shit is now. Like,
Well, I would say interest rates they're already going up.
they're going up.
But they're about to the interest rates are already going up, and they're going to get hit. We're going to get hit hard because they need to offset uh, the the rate of inflation at this point
Okay.
has gotten ungodly. So
Even with
um,
gas, yeah, I agree. Like it's very
inflation with everything, yeah.
everything.
You can buy, you can buy less stuff with the same amount of money. That's how inflation works. But with the interest rates going up, it's gonna let's say like you get approved to buy a house, you um, you have an you're obligated to an interest rate.
Yeah,
Um, How can I get words out? Um,
where they at?
you're
Dig 'em
you're
out.
you're obligated you're obligated to an interest rate. Then the higher that interest rate is, the less buying power that you have. So the less house that you will hypothetically be approved for. That's basically it.
What I plan on doing, bro, I plan on waiting. I'm gonna wait till probably middle of the year, end of the year, before I decide to buy. Hopefully, hopefully, and this is just being hopeful that the interest rates drop. I'm not looking for another recession or nothing crazy to happen, but we definitely need for it to be more affordable for us people out here who are working these normal jobs. Now, I'm not saying like we couldn't do better and go out and find better jobs. Yeah, we could, but as you just mentioned, or as you know, and the rest of the world knows, COVID is in full effect. So that's going to have an effect on how everybody, pretty much does everything as far as buying, selling, and everything of that nature. But I'm trying not to think too much about it, but it is the beginning of the year, and a lot of people have different resolutions this year. And buying is,
Yeah.
is, is one of them, saving up to buy is one of them. So for a lot of people listening, I just thought it'd be helpful to give them a little insight on what to look forward to throughout this year when it comes to stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, the one of the biggest things is interest rates are going to go up. So if you have a house right now, you should probably sell it
This is the time.
because you're gonna have a less the amount of people that are going to be approved to buy your house at the inflated rate is going to be less because interest rates go up. They're only getting paid so much, and the they're not so much. Nobody's really concerned about the price of a home
Yeah.
that you're going to pay a mortgage on over 30 years. It's the buying power that you have per month for a mortgage
Yeah.
based on your interest rate.
Yeah.
So if you have a house right now that you feel like you have some equity in, you might want to sell it because, obviously I'm not a price predictor. I'm not
for sure.
a market predictor, but you will have less people that can afford your house.
And I agree. And look, we ain't got to turn this
Oh,
into a whole.
And the second thing is there's not a bad time to buy a house. There's a bad time to sell a house.
Yeah.
You got to have a house.
We want a house. Shit, we want to be able to afford a house. What they want from us is, 3-4 times the rent, and
it's not like buying. It's not like buying like an investment. Like you're waiting for the market to dip, buy at the bottom, and then it to climb up. It's not like that. You have to have a house. So it's not a bad time to buy a house. It's a bad time to sell a house.
And right now, since interest rates are going higher, it's a better time to sell.
Yeah.
Ish. Okay.
Ish.
And
yeah.
I got tons and tons of friends who are out here in the real estate world, man, who I'm sure have all different types of advice. So if y'all know somebody, man, reach out to them, talk to them, holler at them. I know a lot of people, personally know a lot of people who are looking into buying houses. And it was just
holler at me.
Holler at your boy.
My name is down there.
Somewhere down there it is.
Brandon May on all platforms.
But no, man, I think that it's like I said, it's the beginning of the year, and so many people just have so many ideas, so many things they want to do, so many like things they want to achieve, and that's just one of them. And I wanted to hit base on that because coming back home and like actually being out here, like looking and just kind of seeing what my options are, man, it's expensive out here, and I just didn't expect it because I haven't looked in so long. I sold my house in what? When did we sold my house in 2019?
2020. March 2020.
2020.
Yeah.
Oh, that's when Rolling on Rock podcast got started.
Dang. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep on playing with this thing. But yeah, man, we sold that house and it was an easy process, and I thought it was a good time to sell. I was dealing with my own stuff back then. So yeah, it was to me, I was ready for it. Now I would love to buy again. And I'm gonna get back into that, once time permits, I am in absolutely no rush. Now I'm just kind of taking my time, living it day by day, and I'll fall wherever I'm supposed to lay, wherever my cards lay, man. But aside from that, because I didn't want to turn this into a whole like real estate segment, but it was definitely good that we hit on that.
We could do it.
For sure. But 2021, 2022, man. I wanted to go ahead and put this out there. Rest in peace to the GOAT, Bob Saget. America's TV dad, man. I don't know a whole lot about Mr. Bob Saget, but I do know this. He was a stand-up comedian who had like one of the darkest, funniest sense of humors that I wasn't even aware of. You get what I'm saying? Like raw. I heard people saying like, yeah, don't bring the kids to see this show. Like,
Yeah.
homie was out there in the trenches, and I ain't even realized
It's-
that about Bob Saget.
It's definitely like a paradox because he not only is he's like the Full House
TV
dad,
dad. That's Danny
but
Tanner.
he looks like he dadded up.
He will
I
do
don't-
your account.
blue jeans and white Adidas.
Yes. Hell yeah.
But yeah, that's usually how it goes. It's like
I don't even know if it was COVID related. I don't think it was COVID related or drug related. I don't know if he was sick or what. I didn't do too much research on how he died. I just know that shit was sad. And following
I don't know. Follow Betty White. Yeah.
right behind Betty. And we thought Betty was gonna make it to 100. Her birthday is like what, 5 days from now,
Yeah. It was like 2 weeks after she died was her birthday.
and
Yeah.
she almost hit 100 years old. But yeah, man, 2021 took a lot from us. I lost a real good friend in 2021. I know a lot of people have probably lost some people in 2021, but 2022 is going to be a better year. It's going to be a stronger year. I feel like we're kind of tired of letting COVID like dictate how we're going to be. At first, we were kind of just like, well, we don't know if it's going to end this year. We don't know if we're going to get back to normal. We don't know what's going to happen yet. But now in 2022, bro, we got our balls out. Like, we ain't scared of shit now. Like, hey, it's COVID, bro. I went to Nashville, and I kid you not, man. Now, in Saudi Arabia, out there, ain't no question about it. Anywhere you go, even if you in a car, if you have multiple people in a car, you have to wear a mask. So fucking serious that they actually have cameras that take pictures of you if there's multiple people in the car and you don't have a mask on and send your ticket in the mail. I came out here to Nashville, bro, and I went downtown, just mingling, getting to see my peeps, like get my hometown scenery in. Bro, I ain't seen one mask since I've been back here. I think the only mask I done seen was probably the ones my family don't wear, or like the ones that just be laying around. But I don't think it's mandatory to wear masks anywhere anymore. And like you said earlier, very conservative state. So I don't know if people are just finally saying, fuck it. If it's out there, it's out there. If I get it, I get it. I don't know how people feel about COVID now, man. Where you at with it?
It's definitely a lot to gather,
Okay.
to organize people into sects and sects like sections.
Sex.
And
Okay. Okay.
sex, yeah.
Thank you. I thought you was talking about
and-
gender and shit.
Oh no. Like into just groups
Okay.
and see like how they why is there a disconnect basically.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get too political. I don't want people hate me. But
man, they
it's
can
a
hate
flu.
me. I'm gonna say
It's a flu. It's a flu, and you can't. Germs are good. You got to have germs.
yes. Very much.
It's like
so.
you can't wash your body in alcohol, like isopropyl alcohol.
Right.
Your body like creates bacteria and oils that like lubricate your skin.
Yeah.
We're animals.
We are.
We've evolved this way, and we need certain bacteria. So what's gonna happen if you've isolated yourself for months and then you enter society and then
You're gonna be sick as a dog.
now, yeah, it ain't just like you're getting COVID. You're getting staph. From touching a handrail
and
because your body can't handle it.
No.
Your body can't fight it away.
And I'm with you on that. Like, I feel like having a mask on, that was a mandate based off of what the CDC required. Had they not said anything about a mask ever, at no point back in 2020 when this shit got real, if they never mentioned anything about a mask, nobody would be stunting a mask. Now, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Do I think that the mask could work? I think it could be beneficial for people who are like close face to face, where those spit particles can like get in your mouth and shit. Like, don't get me wrong.
Japan has been wearing masks everywhere they go for a long time.
They still get
long before COVID.
They still
get sick.
Yeah. And that's
But I mean, if you choose to wear a mask, to prevent toxins from entering your face, then that's like it's a personal thing.
And
that's something you feel compelled to do.
And if I'm being honest, I'm not stopping people from wearing it. I'm not telling people to stop wearing it. But I will say I don't think these little $2-3 masks that we're buying is preventing us from anything from getting in it's an airborne sickness. So with an airborne virus. So with an airborne virus, these little you can smell everything, the smells, the vapors, the fumes, there's all types of stuff, there's paint, everything can get past those masks into your body. So while you're wearing the mask, that's not preventing you from getting sick. That's preventing people's spit and sneezes and just what you touch in your face. That's preventing that from happening. Is that going to stop you from getting sick? Absolutely not. It's airborne. It's in the air. As long as you're breathing oxygen, you're breathing whatever the hell's out there. So I get it. The mask gives some people a sense of security. And if it helps to give them a sense of security, I'm not even finna knock that from you. Am I going to wear a mask? If it's a requirement. Hey, Mr. Harris, you need to put this mask on before you enter this building. Okay, cool.
I ain't trying to fight nobody.
I ain't trying to square
up. I want to hold on to my rights.
And not only that, like, May, you walk into a restaurant, you got a mask on, right? You feel good because you got a mask on. You're like, whew, I feel safer already. It's a sense of security. Got it. When you sit at that table, lift that mask down and take a sip of that drink, everything you did prior to sitting down right there is voided. Nigga, you sick now. Like, I don't even know how people can honestly sit there and say, you need to put your mask on. Like, I get what you're trying to do, and I get that sense of security for you, but like, we already done took it off to eat. What's the difference in right now, 5 minutes ago? As far as the virus sitting there with his arms folded, tapping his foot, waiting for me to, you know what I'm saying? Like, to stand up from the table or something. And then it's like, I got you. Like, nah, if I'm gonna get it.
I don't even think that's not even like all of it. You have to consider that. I mean, even if people want to feel secure. Yeah. Even if you are in your house, you're still outside. Yes. People don't realize even if you're in your house, you're still outside. Yep. No matter what, you can't escape the outside. You can't escape outside. You can't escape the dangers of outside. How many things? It's not sustainable to control all of the factors, all of the external factors that could affect you as a person. And it's not sustainable.
Now, another thing, the groceries. People are like, I want to go to the grocery store. How do y'all think those groceries got to that grocery store? Because I can promise you, there ain't robots driving these trucks. There ain't robots unloading it. There ain't robots putting it on the shelves. There ain't robots bringing it to your house. There ain't no robots that's going to load it into your counters and spray it off for you, or your cabinets and spray it off for you. Everything is being touched by everybody, just like it was our whole life. I don't think that
people gotta learn. People gotta like read more books,
And I agree. I agree.
It's like fighting the war on, hunters and the hunted. Anybody has a problem with hunters, you get your groceries from the store. Right. You have a contorted perception of reality.
Yes. And that's all the way down to the chicken nuggets. That for those chickens being beat up at Tyson Farms or wherever they call, like, I get what you're saying, and I agree with that, man. But that's just something I had to bring up because the whole mask thing, to me, I get it. The whole mass hysteria thing, it's a sense of security thing. But I'm in Nashville and I'm watching literally thousands and thousands and thousands of people downtown. Now, are a majority of these people getting sick, or they, contacting or contracting the virus? They are. But so are the people who don't even leave the house. So they're saying, well, you're just upping the chances and you're not being safe for everyone else that's around you. I was like, well, for everyone that's around me, I mean, I can't prevent that. I can't bring them something that I don't, currently have. Now, I feel like everybody who is experiencing flu-like symptoms or, common cold, everything like that, I don't think it would hurt to get a COVID test, a PCR test, because I think it's important to know. But just know that you're not going to not be able to, like, you're not going to stop that from spreading by sitting at home. That ain't how that works. No. It's airborne. You're not going
to stop it from spreading, from getting the shot. You're not going to stop this. It's unfortunate that people's families have died from this virus, but it's also unfortunate that somebody got gunned down at a grocery store yesterday, or somebody ran at a red light and got T-boned. Right. There's so many things that are unfortunate. No, and I agree. You can't look for the least common denominator to point to and victimize.
Well, this is a hot topic. This is not how. COVID's a hot topic, and family discussions at family tables.
Yeah, it's media too. Mm-hmm. You have to consider media's influence on this. and that's why it's important to just kind of dip out and shut your phone off, because your entire, it's like everybody's social media experience is
Yeah.
different. Like if you opened up my phone, you would have a completely different experience on social media
I agree.
than I would
And that's the algorithms
on
kicking
your
in.
phone.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah, yeah.
algorithms. And I try to, like I said in the beginning, I'm not gonna ever tell somebody, hey, don't wear your mask, or hey, I ain't wearing my mask. It's like if you like, if I need to wear it, like at a family function or at somewhere at a restaurant, something, like I said, I got it. But I'm not gonna pressure people to put that mask on, because I understand, like in my brain, I'm literally breaking it down. And I don't see how I'm not gonna fix nothing. Derek's not gonna fix nothing with this little $2 mask I got on. Like, let's be honest. So, like, let's not cause a mass hysteria or a commotion or any type of confrontation between me and you because I'm choosing not to wear it. If you don't feel comfortable with me not wearing it, put yours on. Boom.
Mhm.
Leave everybody else alone. We don't want to wear it. We're not finna wear it. I ain't wore mine. I knock on wood. I haven't caught COVID yet, bro. It's 2022. I have not caught COVID yet. Now, I'll say I haven't caught COVID yet. I may have gotten it in 2019. I may have gotten it in 2018. I was sick a few months ago. Took a
Maybe.
COVID test. It was negative, but I still might. I can't do nothing about it. So I just guess
Yep.
to me, I'm not gonna create something like crazy that ain't. I'm not gonna create a scene for something that ain't really there, especially when the common cold and the flu is still out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But that was my a little piece about COVID. I just wanted to hear, just because I was just thinking about the whole mask thing and like how a majority of people that we know and see don't wear it. I honestly think that people should just mind their business. And if people choose not to wear their mask, that's cool. They're not gonna put their mask on. You just make sure you're wearing yours if you don't feel like you're safe, or let that blanket of security secure you. But I say just leave everybody else the hell alone. It's 2022. We already know what can and cannot prevent this, which is nothing. So just let people live their life, man. We out here, like, we trying to make it. Money needs to be made. Kids got to be places. We got shit to do. Like, COVID can't stop me from living. It can stop you, but it ain't gonna stop a lot of us. And that was my little piece on the whole COVID thing, bro. Just because I'm just
Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize to anybody if it seemed like I got a little too serious there, But
this is what the show is all about, man. It's controversial talk. They're like the shit that people don't want to talk about. We're gonna dive into that shit because it's just my
Yeah.
opinion. If I was in front of these people right now, I'd have the same conversation I'm having with you. So I wanted to make sure I made that very clear on the show as well.
Mhm.
I don't want to bite my tongue about something like that because it's something that I literally have to face every single day. Being that I'm around people who require me wear the mask, and people who are like, bro, I don't give a shit if you wear a mask or not. I'm one of those I don't give a shit people. Now, am I taking care of myself, taking my vitamins and making sure my kids and shit is healthy? Absolutely. We're all doing
Yep.
that. But I'm not going to be tied down with the media's fucking outrage on mask, and they're not providing masks for us. Me and you have already served our years in the military. We know exactly what type of mask can prevent COVID from coming in. It ain't the ones that you can buy in Kroger's. You need a cartridge, put that motherfucker on from the back, front, slide, tilt my little filter right here. And
Ain't nobody walking around.
Ain't nobody
with that
walking
on.
around with that on. That's the only way I'm gonna feel safe, because I done been through that before. I done been in a room where that shit burns your face. Like, yes.
I like it.
I hated that shit.
I like that.
Boogers and
It
snot was
stings.
everywhere. Yeah, it was bad.
It stings perfectly.
It was. How many times did you go through the gas chamber, bro?
Probably less than 10.
Less than 4.
Not that many times. Less than 4? Definitely.
For
more.
me, absolutely. I made sure I wasn't on that list. I was sick or had somewhere to be every time it was gas chamber day. Fuck that.
Damn, I must have just been walking around the wrong people. Or
Motherfucker
something.
was like, hey man, can I get some of that gas?
Do my face look like I need this today?
Hell yeah, man. Hey, but yeah, to dive back into the whole 2022 talk, man, we got big plans this year. We got a lot of things coming. A lot of newer episodes are going to be in. I'm sure throughout the year, more events will happen, and we'll dive into those events as the time goes on. But one thing I was thinking about doing, bro, and I haven't necessarily took it as serious, only because of my transition from Saudi Arabia all the way over to America, was I was thinking about getting it to the point to where I can get to like 2 episodes a month, or like every 2 weeks, or every week drop an episode. I'm not exactly sure what my timing is going to look like as far as getting all that set up. But what I'm really wanting to do with the show is I'm trying to see if I can get a little bit more interaction with how I post and making sure I'm staying relevant, making sure I'm staying on top of it. So for 2022, that's going to be one of my goals. Almost one of the main reasons I came back home too. I need stability, man. I done been all over the place between Vegas and Tennessee, London, Florida, Saudi, Bahrain. I'm tired, man.
I think it's important for your audience to know, but more is importantly for you to know that you don't have a large sample size, you don't have a large sample size of how many episodes you can record in a allotted amount of time.
Yeah.
Like with your schedule being the way that it's been for the past year.
Yeah.
And then like now you're here and you can do it. Maybe now, maybe something happens, but for you, it's sort of like you kind of need to know how many episodes you can record in a year, and then divide that by 12, and you can release that many that month. So anytime you get any free time, you could just have episodes on reserve.
I dropped 15, 16 episodes last year from March to December. So that's a decent amount of episodes a year for a person in their first year. Mind you, this is year one, so I'm learning. I'm learning the ins and outs.
Yeah.
Don'ts,
So many like editing. You had to learn about the editing and platforms and this Riverside app that we were using. Shout out Riverside.
Shout out Riverside.
Give me some money. But like a lot of learning, and you were still busy.
Very busy person.
You still put episodes out. I don't know. I'm not saying you're not busy now.
Yeah.
But it's probably different, probably in the same in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But if that is your sample size, then you can put out one every month and one every 3 months.
I look forward to having. That's why I kind of bought this little mixer too.
Two every 3 months.
Yeah, and I look forward to getting more people on the episodes. Like I'm very interested in talking to people. As you see me out in public and you see me face to face with people. I'm one of those dudes who I'll walk up to you. We'll have a 45, 50-minute conversation about something random. And it can be something that's dope and beneficial for a lot of people out there. So I really, really want to incorporate more people. And it was harder for me to do that overseas in comparison to doing it here because my timing's a little bit different. I'm not 9.5 hours ahead of you guys anymore.
Yeah.
I'm sitting right here in Hendersonville. So that's definitely one of my things in 22. H Vegas, baby. Let me get that location. Let me turn this location on.
Pull up your IP address.
Hey,
I know exactly where you at.
Hey, man, VPNs all the way, baby. You're going to find me in Nevada somewhere.
Australia.
Hell yeah. But yeah, man.
Down under.
Rolling with Rock podcast. We back. Year 2. This is it. This is us. Again, let me see the hat one more time, man. I gotta put my eyes on it.
Flash it on.
Y'all, I ain't even got me a Rolling with Rock podcast, that Rolling with Rock podcast hat yet. So if you guys make this purchase and go ahead and get this hat, you'd be one of the first people to get the hat before I even get the hat. But you guys can contact me in the Rolling with Rock podcast Instagram page, and I'm gonna actually get a picture of the hat posted up so people can get a better look at it. Is that a snapback or is it the?
These are. Let me get one that I'm not wearing.
Yeah.
It's like a belt. It's like a buckle.
Okay. Yeah, man.
All the way around.
I wanted to
We're
go ahead.
Transparent over here.
I wanted to go ahead and get the ball rolling, so I went ahead and did that. I think I got those with.
That's a real light. That's a light bar.
Going up.
Like actual. Yeah, it's a light.
Is it a switch in the hat?
It's in the hat.
Turn it in and off.
It's in the hat. Yeah.
Hell
You
yeah.
like weed pat?
LED type.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Hey, but look, man, Brandon, man, it was good to have you on the show today, man. I'm glad you was able to take some time out your day to come chop it up with me, man. Like I said, this is the first episode of 2022, and I wanted to say Happy New Year's. Everybody out there, be safe. Everybody out there, continue to follow, continue to share, continue to comment. On YouTube, I'm going to take a little second to give a little shout out to YouTube. So my viewers on YouTube, for all of y'all out there who listen to us on YouTube, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Because I know a lot of people are questioning and asking, when's the next one going to drop? When's the next one going to drop? When can I get on? Well, if you guys subscribe, you guys will get notifications every time I drop something. Like I said, this year, we're going to drop a lot more with a lot more content and a lot more people. But make sure you guys get on YouTube and find me at Rolling with Rock Podcast and give it a like, give it a share. and show some love, you know, and I'll show my love back. I'm gonna continue to have all this merchandising out there. I'm gonna continue to do everything that I said I was gonna do. This is just the beginning stage of it. Year two, we're gonna come back stronger and harder. But thanks for the follow, May. You got anything to say to wrap this up, big dog?
No, continue learning. I'm not gonna be on here another time on Riverside.
What do you want to do?
I gotta be in person next time. I can't do this.
Okay, we can do.
I gotta break it up or something.
And see, this is what I was using while I was gone, but now that I'm back, I guess I don't have to use it anymore, do I?
No, I mean for some people, you know, there's definitely we got buddies deployed and stuff.
Yeah.
But, or you know, if you get on here with Obama or something, I don't know if he gonna show up to your house.
He coming to the crib, but that's face to face. I'm flying him
Oh,
in first class.
Shit, me too then.
First class, hell yeah. But hey,
And
man,
if I come on here, it's got to be we gotta change the name or something. It's Rock and Nephew Show or something.
the Rock and Nephew Show.
Yeah, only on the days that I show up.
Only on
It's
those days.
Oh, it's the Rock and Nephew Show.
Hey man, I know a lot of so there's people out there right now. A lot of people have actually reached out to me and they're starting their own podcast. I guess podcast has gotten bigger for people. Like there's more people wanting to do their own type shows, and I applaud that, man. I think that's dope. I think that people wanting to get out here and
Hit that button.
yeah, I'm gonna smash that fucking button. I think people that are getting out here and trying to do things that they love to do, I think that's a really big thing. And if y'all or anybody for that matter had any questions on how to get started, what type of equipment to use, what type of equipment's work best, reach out. You know, I'll be able to help out anybody who's willing to take a leap of faith in themselves and start something that they love to do. So that's something that I definitely I clap for. I'm proud of that. I like the people to reach out to me. It makes me feel good because I had to reach out to somebody to get this far. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I wouldn't have made it on my own. So I shout out to those groups of people who helped me out. Shout out to them boys at the IDK podcast. Shout out to Sinatra TLDCS, my dog out there. I want to give a shout out to a lot of people. And definitely a shout out to you too, bro. Because like I said, you helped me get a lot of this shit going. So mad respect for you, big dog.
I'm just doing what I can. Yeah, and anybody that needs me on a podcast, I'm kind of cheap, you know, as an appearance. You know,
Yeah.
I won't charge you too much. Nah, I'm free, and I will talk for hours.
Oh, bro, we ain't even dove.
I will talk for hours.
We ain't even drove into the shit that me and you. We gonna get there. Don't you worry. Like I said, this
Yeah,
was
we
my
ain't got no
welcome
time.
back episode. Rock is back. The show is back. Thank you guys. I love you, May. If you ain't got nothing, man, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna wrap the show up today, right now.
Hey, hit the button.
All right, man. Well, y'all hold it down. Thanks for rolling with your boy Rock. Peace.
Deuce.